New York, Creighton's Khyri Thomas isn't the type to get too worked up over a slight or snub. Even if he were miffed, he'd prefer not to convey it. That's Thomas's nature. He's never been much of a showman on the court. He's flourished at CU without much fanfare. He's not a trash talker or a rah-rah cheerleader who reveals his emotions. So the junior saying Wednesday he did take note of the Big East coaches leaving him off their all-league first and second teams. That's interesting. Nobody wants to be an honorable mention, Thomas said at Big East Media Day. Villanova's Jalen Brunson was named the preseason player of the year. 5 more, including CU senior Marcus Foster, were first-teamers. The second team had 6 members. But no Thomas. He just missed the cut as one of 3 honorable mentions. It pokes at your competitive soul. A lot of motivation, Thomas said. It's time to go prove myself. Those who see him every day would argue he already has. He was the league's co-defensive player of the year as a sophomore, which probably didn't adequately measure his value to the Blue Jays on that end of the floor. They often drew up their game plan assuming that Thomas would single-handedly lock down, or at least limit, the other team's top perimeter scorer. On offense, he was arguably CU's most efficient scorer. He shot 50.5% from the floor, 39.3% from three-point range, and 76.6% from the foul line. In Big East play, Thomas ranked 6th in rebounding, 6.2 per game, 3rd in assists, 3.9, and 8th in steals, 1.5. And that was 7 months ago. I don't think they understand how much work Khyri put in this offseason, Foster said. He's looking a lot better. I think he's going to show a lot of people how good he really is this year. Foster would know. Thomas devoted a good portion of the summer to becoming more assertive on offense, so he's spent time with Foster studying the game. They've experimented with moves to create space. Thomas admires how Foster uses his strength and size to his advantage. They've talked about how Foster reads defenses and how he's developed a feel for identifying the right moment to attack. Thomas said he'd often follow up a practice or a workout this offseason by reviewing his own decisions on film. He's hungry for the game, Foster said.